the wrong key. Yeah. Okay, I'm tired. I messed up. I'm tired. That was me practicing my red belt pattern. Toi-Gye. My students are laughing at me. Some of my students are laughing at me. That's okay. Yeah. First graders went to the museum, or I can't remember what it's called. They went to go study the stars. Forgot where they went. So I ain't got to deal with them today. So it's just me. I already had a lunch period, so I got an extra 30 minutes a day before the kindergartners come in and tear me up. Okay. Oh, why am I doing this video? Nothing. No reason. It really was just a study, but then when I saw my students, I tried to remain disciplined while I was doing it. I messed up a few times. I'm gonna keep going or whatever. So you guys know, this is for any and everybody. Guys, never stop learning. I learned that when I was younger. I was ADD as a kid. My sister was ADHD. But me as a kid who was ADD, I was always everywhere. And I'm like that in my adult life. But while to an extent it can be unhealthy, it can also be healthy. Because as you guys already know, I make videos, obviously. I edit my own videos. I ain't somebody else who pays people to edit their videos. I do skits. If you don't know, I do skits. I have a whole nother channel. I do all types of stuff. I do Taekwondo. I'm a wrestler. Obviously, I'm an art teacher. I'm still in the Army National Guard. I do a lot of things. Never stop learning. After I get my black belt in Taekwondo, I'll continue doing Taekwondo, and I'll probably go to Jiu-Jitsu. I'll continue wrestling until I'm about a certain age, because I feel like that's an age thing. If in 5 to 6 years, it doesn't seem like I'm progressing and I'm not really doing anything, then I'll probably give that up and go do something else. I played football. I had too many concussions for that. I really don't feel like I've never been coordinated enough to bounce a basketball, so I've never been a basketball guy. But I played basketball when I was growing up. I've always been different things. I played soccer, a lot of physical stuff with me because I'm physically gifted. Obviously, I'm a writer. I published a novel, and at some point, I'm going to drop the re-edited version of my book that is so much more awesome now that the grammar is correct. Never stop learning, guys. Never stop learning. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? Get your heart pumping if you gotta. I seen a video the other day, this really big kid, and he was playing the fuck out of a guitar. He was really good. It was like old B.B. King. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to bring my bass out of the closet and start learning that. Once I get the time to do that, take some classes and learning my bass. My wife, apparently, she's taking a photography class. She's doing a leadership class. Never stop learning, guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. I mean, a lot of this stuff takes money. Some of these stuff don't take money. You can literally go on YouTube. Apparently, wait. John Jones taught himself MMA. John Bones Jones, that one, taught himself MMA from YouTube. YouTube is free. All you need is the internet. $40 a month ain't shit. That's all you need. Now you need a computer. And maybe nowadays everybody has a cell phone. You can literally watch everything on YouTube, right? So guys, never stop learning. Keep it up. Black, brown, white, keep learning. Like, once I get my second novel done, complete, I'm going to go ahead and start on this graphic novel. As you know, I'm a talented artist as well. If you look at my book, I did the cover. Did a lot of the concepts. I just find myself bored with drawing sometimes, and then I have to write. And then when I find myself bored with that, I go do Taekwondo. If I find myself bored with that, I go do something else. And I just keep that cycle going. Keep that wheel going, guys. Keep it up. Oh, another thing, parents. Parents, you should really stop. As a teacher now, this is Anarchists of Darkness, also known as Sir Killington of Colorstruck. As a teacher now, parents, you should really consider treating your public school like it's an education center or a place for education, opposed to a place that is daycare for your child. You should really consider that. It's crazy because all right, for example, today, this is one kid, I mentioned him before. He came in here trying to like run the place. He's a 6th grader. He came from DC. I let him know one day I had to check it. I had to check him. It was only him and one of the other new students today because they're having a science fair. Today is science theme. They're having a science fair, and since he's new here, he didn't have a science board, so he couldn't do a science fair project because in DC they do theirs at a different time. So I guess he didn't start on his or whatever. I don't know. He got away with it. So essentially, what I had him do, I talked to those guys about like Black history, and he was so into it. Like he was like, I don't even who's Rosa Parks. Like I sit in the back of the bus, whatever I want to. Like he legit didn't know. The girl either didn't know who Rosa Parks was. So I sat down, and he was so into it. I also told him about genealogy of the African American in this country, how a lot of African Americans are related, and we don't even know it because of the way that the ships were made and shuffled during the Atlantic slave trade. I told him a lot of stuff. I told him that it was possible, not that we were actually related. Yeah, stop treating, and I just saw that like that light flicker in his head. This is an education center, right? But there are a lot of students like him who have behavioral issues who don't need to be in this setting. Their parents need to find them a better setting. Some of them just have personality disorders. Like he has a behavioral issue. I don't really know how this all connects. I just wanted to tell you guys that story because I was so happy that somebody was interested in our children was actually interested in history. Anyway, stop treating the school like it's a daycare, because it's not a daycare. We're here to educate your child. We're here to teach your child. Okay, we can't teach your child if you know that your child needs extra help, like your child needs extra either discipline or your child needs extra needs to go to a psychologist or psychiatrist. One of those two, you need to get that child some help, because I just got this kid who left my class a long time ago back into the school. I just got him. He's back into the school now. It's clear to, at least to me, he has a personality disorder or something, because he will tear up your room in 5 minutes flat. If you're not standing next to him, he will do it. And if you're not paying him 100% attention, he will do it. And it's not one of those I need attention grabbers. No, it's something that says, I think there's something in his head that clicks on and is like, and that's it. And he's freaking all over the place, tearing up the entire room. And I can't put this in, this is a big room. I can't put all the stuff up high enough so that he can't get it. I have a whole lot of stuff up there, stuff up here, that he can't get, because I know for like 2 months ago when he left, when his parents said, we're going to homeschool him. But then for some reason they brought him back here. I wonder why. They brought him back here to public school, pretending like this is a daycare, instead of just taking him to a place where he needs smaller classes, because that kid need help. And I'm scared for him, because I know what the world will do to him. Because once he get to a certain age and he doesn't snap out of this, and I doubt that he snaps out of it, because like I said, I think it's a personality disorder. He probably needs to be on some medicine. Okay, something to even him out. He is going to be one of those kids whose parents didn't get help for him fast enough, and he's going to end up in prison. That's just how I feel. I hope to God that it doesn't happen, because I love all my students. Parents, stop treating the school like it's a daycare, because it's not a daycare. Because I know some parents, it's not all parents, obviously. There are some parents who just don't. It feels like they don't care about their child's education. It really feels like it. As I get tired of hearing complaints from the parents who like, oh, my child had straight A's and you gave him a B. I get tired of hearing from them, because they obviously care about their child. I want to hear from the students who who are in art who I gave a D. I would love to hear from those parents, okay? I would love to talk to those parents. But your child gets a D and it's whatever. It's art. Just for following instructions, you're going to get a B. Just all you have to do is follow the instructions. That's all you have to do. Follow the instructions. Do what you're told. That's a B, because I can't grade every, like, I'm an art teacher. I can't grade every student on their it's not math where 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, art is subjective. It's heavily subjective. So I cannot just say, okay, I can't say I'm gonna give you an F because I don't like your thing and it's scribbly and it's terrible. Like, no, I can't do that. I have to be subjective. Okay, some kids can't do what other kids can do in art. Okay, and while art is also about problem solving and a bunch of other things, it teaches you things. It teaches you a whole lot of things on the spectrum of life. I can't just give a student whatever I want to give them, right? But you get what you earn. And I have had some students who have earned E's, or here is E's, some people it's F's, E's and D's. I want to see those parents, okay? I want to see those parents, because in art, most kids get A's and B's because all you have to do is follow instructions. Then you add your own little touch on it to show that you actually tried, and you got an A or a B plus or a B. Those are the parents I want to see. Stop treating this school, or any school for that matter, like it's daycare, because it's not daycare. We're here to educate your child. I want your child to take something from art, even if it's what the primary colors are. But really, I want them to take problem solving, because I like doing this thing where they'd be like, Mr. Martin, can I get a new sheet of paper? Nah, nope. It's just like in real life. You get dealt what you get dealt. You got to work with what you work with. You don't get a new sheet of paper. I don't do the new sheet of paper thing with my kids. Also, because we have limited sources. We have limited sources, so I can't just be like, here's a new sheet of paper. I just wasted a resource. Well, you just wasted a resource because you want to scribble on the sheet of paper and get mad and frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to get mad and frustrated, but to act out when you do it and destroy your paper and destroy your life is bad. You destroy your life. Anyway, this is too long of a video. I know it started weird. Parents, stop treating the schools like it's a daycare, because it's not a daycare. And while art may not be taken serious for a lot of people, art is a good subject because it teaches you things like problem solving, working around your problems, things like that nature. You made a smudge on your life. You got to figure out how to de-smudge it. You won't be able to blank it out because, unfortunately, everything you do is permanent. Just about everything you do is permanent. You can't take it back. You can't erase. You got to do with what you got to do with the hand you're dealt with. Anyway, just stop treating the school like that. Stop treating it like that. Oh my God. I think I got a class in about 10 minutes. Doing Taekwondo in the classroom. Who does he think he is?